Hello, my name is Russell Mull, and I'm going to show you a technique that I use sometimes to split an old commit in Git. First, I'll describe the situation, and then I'll show you how to do it. So we have here a simple repository. It has two files in it, and 4 commits worth of history. First one, we just added the empty files. The second one, we added a bit of content. The third, we did some stuff that we'd like to split apart, and then the fourth, we added to that just a little bit. So of course, the third commit here is one we care about. See, there are 2 changes in here that are tangled up that we'd like to split. And we do this using interactive rebase, which is a fantastically useful tool. And when we're doing interactive rebase, the way I like to think of it is that we're going to edit history as far back as a certain commit. So since we want this commit right here, we want to go and rebase as far back as its parent. So we need to grab the SHA of the parent, get rebase interactive as far back as its parent. Now we've got a list of actions that we can do. If you've never used interactive rebase before, you may be confused about the order being different, but this does make sense. What interactive rebase does is it rewinds back to the commit you give it. So it's rewinding back to second commit, which is what we gave it. Then it will replay the commits in order upon that. So the first one, the one that comes next, is the big commit we should split, and the one after that is further work. So in order to split this, we'll use the edit command. Edit is cool because we can do pretty much anything we like. We can mutate the history in any way, and then once we continue rebasing after that edit is done, then it'll continue on with this little rebase script, this little interactive rebase script, and put further work right on top of that. So we'll use that cool property. Okay, it says we can amend the commit now. Let's look at what our history looks like. So we see that we're working on big commit we should split, but we have the right to change it. We can really do anything we want. So because we want to not keep that, let's actually reset out of it. We're going to do a soft reset so we keep the index just because it's convenient. Reset to head's parent in soft mode. Let's look at the history to verify that indeed we've reset out of that, and let's look at the status. We see that indeed our index has some changes in it. So let's use git GUI. I like to use this to stage up changes and whatnot. We can now see our changes in our 2 files. In GUI now, we can go and pick those apart. Maybe this is a new thing. I did not know about this at first, but in Git GUI you can stage and unstage both hunks and individual lines. So I'm just going to pull that right out of there. I'll take the whole hunk from this one. So now we see that only change A is in the index now. So put that as change A commit. And then we can go. Our working directory still has these changes. We will stage those. Change B. So it was yes, change B. Commit. Okay, we're done with Git GUI. Now let's look at the log. And we now have change A and change B. We have 2 commits now where there was 1 commit. And we can now we're done splitting the commit, so we can continue with our rebase. Done. Let's look at the log, and we see now that our further work is there as well because it's just applied that. You can see in GitK that our old commits are still there. It hasn't thrown them away. We can go back into the ref log and find those if we want to go back to them. If we don't, they'll get garbage collected eventually in the way the Git does. That's it. I hope this is useful. Have fun splitting your commits.